Hello students, welcome to another session of the subject Computer Concepts and C Programming. In the previous session, we learnt few programs on arrays such as finding the largest and smallest element of an array, inserting an element into an array and deleting an element from an array. Also, we discussed searching an element in an array. We learnt two strategies for that. One is the linear search, another is the binary search. So we will continue our discussion on arrays and we'll concentrate today on sorting techniques. Specifically, we are going to learn about the bubble sort, insertion sort and the selection sort. Also, we are going to look at one of the program to find sum and average elements of the array. So let's start learning all these techniques one by one. So to begin with, what is sorting? Sorting is nothing but arrangement of elements. So why sorting is required? Sorting is required in almost all applications. Whenever you want to sort your contact list, alphabetical order, you use the sorting. So whenever there is a list of students applied for examination, so their register number has to be sorted with respect to register number. Whenever you search for an item in Amazon, you use the sorting to sort it with respect to descending order or ascending order for the price of the item. So likewise, sorting is applied to almost all kinds of real-time applications. So this is what sorting is all about. It's nothing but arrangement of elements with respect to some order, either ascending order or the descending order. So now I don't have to tell you what you mean by ascending order and descending order. These are all fundamental things which you have learnt in your schooling, okay, or which you have learnt in your school. So let's see what do you mean by bubble sort. So before we understand what do you mean by bubble sort, let me explain to you why this bubble sort annadana yake tagondidare anta. Bubble is nothing but, consider whenever you buy one soda, for example Thumbs Up or 7 Up, what you can observe is the bubbles inside that, the fizz, it oozes out and comes up. Okay, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಮೇಲ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, correct? So the same concept is here used in the bubble sort. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ every iteration ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, ಒಂದು ರಿಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ largest element will bubble up or go down to the bottom. Okay, so largest element of the array ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, next iteration ಅಲ್ಲಿ second largest ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. So likewise, every iteration ಆದಾಗ the largest element sits in the bottom of the array, and end of all the iterations you will find the array in sorted order. So this is what the technique of bubble sort all about. So let me explain to you with the help of cards. Okay, so ನಾನು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಸೊ ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದೆ, ನನಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ. ಆಲ್ ರೈಟ್, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಶಫಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸು ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನೌ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಸೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್, ಓಕೆ, ಆಲ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಅಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಬಬಲ್ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್. ಸೊ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬಬಲ್ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಇಫ್ the elements are not in proper order, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ascending order ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, then it has to be swapped. That is, if the first element is greater than the second element, do the swapping, otherwise don't do the swapping. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. what this bubble sort does is, it compares adjacent elements, okay, and for each adjacent element comparison, if the elements are not in proper order, then interchange, ಅಂದ್ರೆ swap it. That's the concept, that's the logic. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಎರಡು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ, 4 and 5, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇನ್ ಸಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್, ಅಸೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 5 and 3, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಸಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ, ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಇಂಟರ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇಟ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನೌ 5 will go in the second position. Next I have to compare this two. I will take this 5 and 7 already in the proper position. Next I have to compare these two. Okay, so 7 and 9, okay, already sorted, no problem. Next I have to compare these two, 9 and 2, so it has to be swapped. Okay, next I have to compare these two, 8 and 9, so swapping ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Next I have to compare, sorry, ನಾನು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆಡಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, so I am struggling to hold the cards. These two, so already sorted, so leave it. So this is first iteration. Now you can see the largest element has come to the bottom of the array. So 10 ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅದರ position. Again next iteration, again start from the first two cards. Is it sorted order? No. Swap it. Compare the next adjacent element. Is it sorted order? 4 and 5? Yes. Leave it. Next, compare these two. Sorry, these two. 4 and 5. Yes, 5 and 7. Yes, it is sorted. Next, compare the next adjacent. 7 and 2. No. Swap it. Okay. Then compare the next adjacent element. 7 and 8, so it is sorted. So this is also sorted, so leave it. Now we are done with one iteration. Likewise we'll continue the iteration. Take these two elements, check, yes it is sorted. Take these two elements, yes it is sorted. Now consider these two elements, no, change it, okay, interchange, and here 5 and 7, rest of the array elements are sorted. So again start from the first. Yes, it is sorted. What about these two? No, interchange it. What about these two? As it is, no need to compare the rest. Next, again start from the first, swap it, compare these two. Yes, it is sorted, no need to compare the rest. So now you can observe the elements are sorted in proper order. So this is what, like 2, 3, 4, 5 all are sorted in ascending order. So this is what bubble sort technique all about. I hope you have understood with this simple example of cards. Okay, so let's see this algorithm as well as program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to directly write the major logic part of the program. I will not write the entire program. I will attach the execution in this video, end of the video. Okay. So the logic is sort adjacent elements by swapping. So repeat above till all elements are sorted. So which means that you have to repeat as long as how many number of elements are there in the array. So that's what the logic. Okay, let me write the actual logic. So we need one for loop. So it starts from 0 and goes up to n or n minus 1. So last, no need to go up to the last number, we can just stop it with n minus 1. So we need one more for loop for j. It should also start from 0 and go up to n minus I minus 1 iteration. Why n minus I minus 1? Why not n minus 1 or why not n? The reason being is, since you have seen while I was explaining you with the help of card, so as we are completed one iteration, the last part of the array is already sorted. We are placing the last element in the they are placing the highest element in the last part of the array. So no need to do the comparison once again. So that's the reason we are saving the comparison. If you omit this I, so it will again check all the elements, which is unnecessary and irrelevant. So you want to save the time of processing. Now, okay, if compare adjacent element, if array of jth element is greater than array of j plus 1, what is the adjacent element? J plus 1. So if these two are not in proper order, then you need to do the swapping. Swapping already discussed. Take one variable, temporary variable, copy the contents of first array element into the temporary variable, make a of j plus 1. Already I have explained this, no need to explain. A of j plus 1 is equal to t. Okay. So this is what the algorithm. Actually I am not writing the entire algorithm. So just a part of the algorithm. I want you to complete the algorithm, input, output and all the required steps. Okay, so I hope you have understood the algorithm. Now I will write the coding for this, C program for this. Let's start the C program. For I is equal to 0, I less than n minus 1, I plus plus. So once you are done with the algorithm, writing the program becomes very easy. For j is equal to 0, j goes up to n minus I minus 1 j plus plus. Okay. If a of j is greater than a of j plus 1, then do the swapping. T is equal to a of j. A of j is equal to a of j plus 1, a of j plus 1, assign the value t, close it, close it. Close the if statement, close the for and close the outer for after this. Okay. So this completes the logic. So students, let's start the tracing of the program. So first we have to initialize I value. I is 0. So is 0 less than n minus 1? N is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. Yes, it is true. Then go to the inner loop. So now j is having value 0. Is 0 less than n minus I? N is 4 minus I, that is 1, sorry, 4 minus 0 minus 1. It is true? Yes, it is true. So we have to enter the loop. A of 0 greater than a of 1. So is 0 element greater than first element? No. No need to perform swapping. So now inner loop has executed first iteration. We need to go for the next iteration. Always remember, inner loop, for one iteration of outer loop, inner loop should iterate all its repetitions or finish all its repetitions. So j is now 1. Is 1 less than 4 minus 1, 3? Yes, it is true. Is a of 1 greater than a of 2? Is 1 greater than 2? Yes, it is greater. Then swap it. So it is true. Swap. So now after swapping, 5, 1, 6 and 3. 5, 1, 6 and 3. Next, j is equal to 2. Is 2 less than 3? Yes, it is true. If a of 2 greater than a of 3. Okay. Is a of 2 greater than a of 3? Yes, it is true. Means what? Swap. Okay. So after this, 5, 1, 3, 6. Okay. J now incremented 3. Is 3 less than 3? No, stop. Inner loop has completed its task. Now we have to increment the outer loop. So you can see here after first iteration what I told, the highest element will bubble down. So go to the last element. So you can see 6 has moved to the last part of the array. So this is actually the working of bubble sort. Now we have to increment the I. We will continue all the iterations. I'll erase this. Now we need to increment I. I, that is 1 less than 3. Yes, it is true. Go to the inner loop. So j is equal to 0. J less than n is 4 minus I 1 minus 1. Okay. So is j, that is 0, less than 4 minus 2. Yes, it is true. Then is a of 0 greater than a of 1. So yes, 0 is greater than 1, in this case 5 and 1. So swap it. So after swapping 1, 5, 3, 6. J plus plus, j is now 1. Is 1 less than 4 minus, that is 2. Yes, it's true. Is a of 0 greater than a of 1? Sorry. Is a of 1 greater than a of 2? Now check it. Is 1 greater than 2? Yes, it is true. Swap. So after swapping 1, 3, 5 and 6. So j is equal to 2. Is 2 less than 2? No. Stop it. So inner loop has completed its iteration. Now we need to increment the I. So before that, what we'll do is we'll write down the values over here after this iteration. 1, 3, 5 and 6. Now you can observe that 5 has moved to its position. Now we need to make I as 2. Okay. Again I have to write down all these things. I'll erase so that there should not be any confusions. Okay. So j is equal to 0. Is 0, that is 0 less than n is 4 minus I 2 minus 1. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Is 0 less than 1? Yes, it is true. Is a of 0 greater than a of 1? Check. Here you have to check if a of 0 is greater than a of 1. No, it's not greater. Increment the j. So j is equal to 1. Is 1 less than 1? No, stop it. So inner loop has completed its iteration now. So we have to increment the outer loop. So after this iteration also, the output is same. Okay. Now we'll see the next iteration. 3. Okay. So now I has incremented to, I has been incremented to 3. Is 3 less than 3? No, it's not true. So finished. So we have done first iteration, second iteration and third iteration. So we got the actual result now. So this is the result. Elements are now sorted. Hope you have understood the tracing. So students, now we are learning the next sorting technique, that is the selection sort. See, selection sort is also very easy. So I'll take the help of the cards once again to explain to you the concept. See, the analogy of selection sort is select the smallest element, place it in the first location. Select the next smallest element, place it in the second location. Select the next smallest element and place it in the third location. So like that, you are going to select the smallest element and place. Students, now I am going to explain to you the working of selection sort. Selection sort is very easy sorting technique. Here what is the idea is you are going to find the smallest element and place it in the first location. You are going to find the next smallest element and place it in the next second location. Likewise, you are going to do the sorting. This is what the technique all about. I'll take the help of the cards to explain to you. See, I have some 5 cards over here, okay, which are in random order. Okay, now what is the intention? So the intention is to find the smallest element. So in this case already it is sorted. I'll just move this over here just to show you how exactly this works. Okay, start from the second location. Okay, search the smallest element. Okay, so search the smallest element. The smallest element is over here, so interchanged with the first location. Next, find out the second smallest element. So here is the second smallest element, interchange it with the second location. Next, go to the next smallest element. The next smallest element is 8, so interchange it with the this location. Okay. Similarly, if you do this, you will get the list in sorted order. So isn't it easy? So let's understand the program now. Students, now I'll quickly explain the selection sort program. See, we have the for loop which starts from 0 and goes up to the last but one location, as I mentioned while explaining to you the technique. So first we are having a variable called POS which keeps track of the position for where which we have to interchange. So next, here what you are going to see over here is nothing but we are finding the lowest element in the list. So if we start from 0, the J loop starts from the next location after the I location. So it is going to search for the smallest element. If it finds the smallest element, then we need to come out, record the position, where is the smallest element, position is equal to J. So interchange the ith element. So that is the current element what we are working on, that element has to be interchanged. So let's quickly finish off this. I is equal to 0, 0 less than n minus 1, 3, yes it is true. Position is equal to I, 0, J is equal to 1, 1 less than n, 4, true. Then is A of J less than A of position? If it is true, is 6 less than 5? No need to. Then go into the if block. J plus plus, inner loop has to again execute. 2 less than 4, yes it is true. Is A of 2 less than A of 0? Yes. Now record the position. Position is equal to J, that is nothing but 2. So now the position is 2. Now increment the J pointer. Is 3 less than 4? Yes it is true. A of 3 less than A of position. So position is 2 now. Okay, remember. So is A of 3 less than A of 2? No. Okay, increment the J pointer, J variable. Is 4 less than 4? No, stop. So the first iteration is over here. The for loop, inner for loop has completed all its iteration. Now we need to interchange the A of I with A of position. So I is 0 and position is 2. So 0 and 2 we need to interchange. So 0 is 1, 6, 5 and 3. So this we did it. Okay. So next. Okay. So position is equal to 1, J is equal to 2, is 2 less than 4? Yes it is true. Is A of J, that is 2, less than A of position, that is 1? Is A of 2, sorry, is A of 2 less than A of 1? Yes it is true. Record the position. Position is now 2. Okay, so position is 2. Again increment the J pointer. J is 3. 3 less than 4? Yes it is true. Is A of 3 less than the A of new position? A of 3 is what? 3. Less than the contents of the A of 2? Yes. So record the position. So position is equal to j, that is 3. So position is 3. We got the smallest location element. So now we have increment j is equal to 4. Is 4 less than 4? No. Stop. Now we completed the execution of inner loop. Now we need to swap it. So swap a of the whatever, the a of 1 with a of position, that is 3. So after this iteration, 1 with 3. So 1 and 2 I will write as it is. So 3 and 6. Okay. Quickly we will go to the next iteration. Now I value is 2 less than 3. Yes, it is true. Position is equal to 2. J is equal to I plus 1, 3. Okay. Then 3 less than 4. Yes, it is true. Then a of j is 3 less than a of position 2. Is a of 3 less than a of 2? No. Then increment the j pointer, j is equal to 4. Is 4 less than 4? No. Stop it. So it has completely executed. Now what is the next step? Here we are just doing the swapping. Actually swapping is not required. Why? Because already the elements are in sorted order. So we can put one condition over here. If I not equal to j, then only do the swapping. If I equal to j means, then what happens? We are swapping with the same element. Idana ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. Okay, if you want you can write that also. So now I increment ಮಾಡಿ, inner loop has completed. Is 3 less than 3? No. Stop. So execution is over. So what you can see output over here, 1 3 5 6 successfully sorted. So this is the result. Okay. So students, in this session we learned sorting techniques, which is nothing but the selection sort as well as the bubble sort. Okay. So with this we are going to complete today's session. Thank you. Please practice all the programs. Thank you. Bye. This.